Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.
The IREX Residency and Citizenship Conclave is an annual show that presents investment avenues for high net worth individuals who intend to invest in international residency programs and citizenship by investment opportunities. The conclave took place in New Delhi in conjunction with the 5th edition of International Real Estate Expo 2019 as well. The event witnessed the participation of leading immigration, EB5 and real estate companies from USA, Australia, Caribbean Islands to UK, UAE, Cyprus, Malta, Portugal, Maldives and Greece. The conclave brought together residency and citizenship consultants, legal consultants, government bodies, property developers and other stakeholders under one roof. The event witnessed a footfall of over 2,000 visitors from all over India, out of which 70% were direct investors and the remaining 30% were industry experts, agents, advisors and consultants. A panel discussion on comparative analysis of citizenship and residency by investment programs was also held, which was moderated by Manisha Natarajan of CNBC TV 18.
Let's start with a very, very simple question for all our panelists on what is the USP of their country? Why would they want an Indian to come and invest there? And what is it that they will offer in residency?
Cyprus has one of the most competitive immigration programs because it's one of the 2 European countries that offer a citizenship by investment program, not just a residency. There is also a residency program, which is an investment on real estate for 300,000 euros. And some other applications which are very simple. However, our strongest point is the citizenship by investment, which is 2 million euro investment on real estate or 2 million euro investment on something else, plus 500,000 of residency. It's a very quick process. It only takes about 6 months, and the whole family gets the citizenship. It's a full European Union citizenship, which allows you to go anywhere, to travel, to work, to open businesses, to study in Europe. So the first advantage we have is a global mobility and visa-free travel to 117 countries.
So Malta does offer citizenship and residency. Let's start quickly with residency. Residency by investment is quite an attractive program because you can apply with all your family, grandchildren, grandparents, and even extended family, future family. For example, if you already have permanent residency of Malta, you can add any new member, let's say your future wife, your future husband, just at a mere 5,000 euros, you get a permanent residency to your extended families. It's quite a not expensive program, I would say. It's present to a government of 30,000 euros for a whole family, and the investment of 250,000 for 5 years, while you get interest as well on the government bonds during those 5 years, and then you can redeem and take your money back after 5 years. You can rent or buy, it's your choice, also just for 5 years. After 5 years, you don't have to rent anymore, and you can sell your property if you bought in the first place. And quickly about citizenship. Citizenship is, I would say now it's ranked second most valuable passport in the world after Austria. It offers you 182 countries visa-free, including US, Australia, Canada, and, well, question mark UK now with the Brexit.
The US, of course, has always been the #1 country for various reasons. The ease of doing business, of course, a lot of people from India have family there, education, the freedoms, all of that. Yes, the amount is increasing from 500 right now to 900 on November 21st, 2019 for TEA areas, and from 1 million to 1.8 million for non-TEA areas, which are targeted employment areas. But it's still a very competitive price if you compare it to many other countries which have a price tag of over 1 million or sometimes 2 million euros. We are expecting the numbers to go down maybe by a little, but the good news on the flip side is that the processing times may eventually increase, get faster because of that. So it's still very competitive. We're not expecting the numbers to go down by a lot. But yes, if you want the 500,000 price tag, then act fast before November 21st.
So I've been developing in the Eastern Caribbean since 2012. Firstly in St. Kitts, then in Dominica, and now more recently in Grenada. We opened the Park Hyatt in St. Kitts in 2017, and we're opening the Kempinski Dominica in a few weeks' time. And over the last 3-4 years, I've been coming to India, and I've been seeing the interest in the Eastern Caribbean states grow. Some of the key reasons: it provides a second citizenship for certain individuals that may be quite useful. It allows individuals to travel the world visa-free without hassle, certain tax benefits, your families can be included, and it's all relatively inexpensive. It's a $250,000 price tag.
In 2012, we start the Golden Visa program. The government starts. I work also since 2012 in this project. And with the Golden Visa, the investor can apply himself and all the family to get the Golden Visa. The Golden Visa gives exactly the same conditions I have. I'm Portuguese, and if someone apply for the Golden Visa, have exactly the same I have. Access to healthy, access to living there, to work there, to invest there, have everything there. The investment starts in 350,000 euros in real estate, and is valid for 5 years. After 5 years, you get the permanent visa.
In terms of the program, the Greek program is, I can describe it as the easiest and the most flexible program in the Schengen area, because it requires 250,000 euros in real estate. So you can buy 1 or 2 or whatever the number of the properties is. Any type of properties, residential, commercial, plot of land, and even yard of olive trees. So, and you are getting a residence permit. Permanent residence permit covers 3 generations of the family.
Okay.
The
But you don't get citizenship.
No. However, the residence permit by investment leads to the citizenship, leads to the immigration law of citizenship in Greece, which means after 7 years, the main investor has the right to apply for citizenship, and after meeting the citizenship requirements. And the children, after 6 years of studying in a Greek school, whatever it is, public or international private school, they are getting the citizenship automatically.
Of?
6 years of attending.
So you can apply for citizenship for the children?
Yes.
Altera Worldwide is a development company. It's from Turkey. Turkey right now is the cheapest in the world by offering $250,000 purchase a property, and then you become eligible to become a Turkish citizen. Turkish citizenship.
No residency, straight
citizenship with Turkish passport. Turkish passport allows you to travel 117 countries in the world visa-free, and about 50 countries with e-visa, very easy, like I come to India with e-visa. And we have a growing relationship with India. In 2018, the total trade volume was $3.5 billion. Before that, $5 billion. For the last 3 years, we have 115 Indian companies registered in Turkey to do a business. So we need to develop more bigger Indian community in our major cities. Beautiful.
Which are your major cities other than
Istanbul, Ankara, the capital, Izmir, Antalya. Especially Antalya and Izmir is very popular in Indian community right now because there is a growing trend for the last 4 years. Many Indian families are preferring Turkey to come to Turkey to have their family weddings. So this is a growing trend, and with this program, we're hoping that it would also establish a different mindset for some Indian families to come to Turkey, establish their lives.
Thank you very much to all the panelists and wish you all the very best.
An enlightening discussion on EB5 and the new regulations was also conducted with top EB5 experts.
Very quick question first, Matt, is what is CMB first of all?
The CMB is an EB5 regional center. So we're a company that's authorized by the US government to provide opportunities for foreign nationals to immigrate to the United States using the EB5 investor visa program.
Mark, so you know what everybody was concerned about was the fact that your waiting time could actually go up now, especially with the rush of applicants that you will have before that figure goes up to 900,000. Do you see now the waiting period going beyond 5 years for EB5?
Well, one of the sort of confusions, I think, in the market is the US State Department put out a statistic of number of years. But they don't say that's how long you've got to wait. They perform a theoretical calculation that gives you the very worst case scenario, which now is around about 8 years. So I've been telling clients that probably the realistic range is somewhere, we don't know, but maybe somewhere between 4 to 6, 4 to 7 years. That sort of type of likely waiting range. I'd note right now that if you filed a case before November of 2017, you're eligible for a visa immediately on an Indian basis.
Okay. Matt, what do you think anybody from India applying on EB5 should be careful about?
So certainly track record is a huge consideration that everyone needs to take into consideration. With these new regulations on the horizon, November 21st, we're going to see major changes to the EB5 program. One of those, and the most noteworthy, is that price is going to go up. And so we're really in the final days of EB5 as we know it. And so there are so many regional centers out there right now desperate to try and get funding into their projects. Right now, it is especially concerning. There are a lot of people out there floating these high rates of return on risky deals, or they're pumping projects into the market that they never thought that they would use EB5 for, and it's just to try and capitalize on that short burst of demand of people who want to get in at this reduced investment threshold. So I'd be wary of that. I'd really look at that regional center, that project. I'd want to look at how it's structured, and I want to understand, how is this regional center taking on this opportunity? Why are they taking on this opportunity? Would they have taken it on irregardless of this short rush?
Mark, are you expecting, other than the number going up to 900,000 on 21st November, are you expecting any other changes in the regulations? I mean, what are you hearing and what do you know which we haven't already read about in the newspapers and news?
So one of the things that the US government are also going to change is the sort of long battle over what's a TEA. TEA stands for Target Economic Area. So basically, what a lot of people in India don't realize is that the EB5 program, its requirement is actually $1 million. However, if the project is in a TEA, there's a special exception, and it's $500,000. So that's, and then the complaint has always been, how do you have this great big project in the middle of Manhattan, right? One of the wealthiest areas in the world, probably. And how's that in a target, in one of these TEA areas? The answer is it's sort of gerrymandering and playing around with the numbers. So the government are gonna tie that up. So that ties into the due diligence thing, because when you look at these projects, there is no project right now they're changing the system for approving this. There is no project that's been approved by the US federal government, which is going to be the new mechanism for approving them. So we need to make very certain of some of the projects in the market.
So, well, that's your surety of looking at them as for EB5, especially if you're looking at investing in some projects in the US and, of course, going through the EB5 route. Mark Davis and Matt, thank you very much for joining me today on this discussion.
The expo attracted over 35 exhibitors representing more than 20 countries from around the world. Dubai Land Department, or DLD, participated as city partner in IREX 2019. DLD is a government body which is active in promoting Dubai's real estate market to India and the world. The The aim is to highlight the unique opportunities this sector can offer to the potential investors.
It's a great potential because one, the distance to Dubai is so close that now flying to Bangalore from Delhi is as good as flying to Dubai. They have brought in a lot of leniency in terms of having an access to Dubai, because if you can see, the visa policies are, they are so easy now, and the government has come up with this gold visa, which will give you direct access to Dubai for 10 years.
Magic Developments, another premium real estate developer from USA and silver partners of the show, showcased the luxury property investment options in Florida.
We are specialists in developing properties, luxury properties, in Orlando, Florida, next to Disney World. We have 3 properties: Magic Village Yards, Magic Village Views, and the one that we're showcasing for this event is Magic Village by Pininfarina, designed by the world-famous designers of Maserati, Ferrari, Rolls-Royce, and so forth. This is their largest project, and we're bringing it to India at this event.
Well, IREX has been great. This is the first IREX event I've been to, and I can tell you just from the half a day that I've spent here, I will go to many more here at IREX. They know how to put on a great event. They know the topics that people want to hear about, and I really think that they've done a great job in bringing the different immigration programs and investment programs that are the strongest programs, the strongest projects, and the things that people are most interested in. So they've done a really good job.
V2 Developments, the #1 developer from Greece, showcased the luxury property investment options in Athens, Greece.
Greece is a preferable destination to Indians and the foreign investors.
Miraz, a renowned property developer from Dubai and silver partner on the show, showcased luxury property investment options, apartments and villas in prime locations of Dubai.
The projects are very exciting. Mostly we're developing projects on the coastal line. So every project got small, different personality, and they all have the combinations of water and beach. So that's how it is. At the IREX, we now showcasing the Port Tel Amir, which is a wonderful project. It's been inspired from Port de Montenegro. It's one of the craziest locations in Dubai, really at the center. We're also showcasing Madina Jumeirah Living, which is, everyone knows, is a development right in front of the 7-star hotel, Burj Al Arab. So these are the 2 properties which are showcasing right now. Again, we have Blue Waters and some of the other properties which, we are here.
CMB Regional Center is one of the oldest active regional centers within EB5 with over 20 years of experience. CMB is recognized as a pioneer in promoting EB5.
EB5 is the investor visa program to the United States. It requires a minimum investment amount of $500,000 US. If that investor can make that investment and show that they've created 10 new full-time American jobs, they and their spouse and any unmarried children under the age of 21 can become eligible for a permanent visa to enter the US. So we're here not necessarily to showcase a real estate investment project, but to talk about opportunities for investment through CMB into the EB5 program.
The event witnessed the participation from leading real estate companies from Caribbean islands and Australia as well.
The Indian market has been very receptive to our most recent project in Grenada. And this is for a number of reasons. Grenada offers investors in certain projects to apply for citizenship subject to passing due diligence. Citizenship of Grenada comes with a myriad of benefits, including visa-free travel to 140 countries around the world, including the UK, Schengen, China, Russia, e-visa access to India, a number of taxation advantages, a number of educational advantages, and Grenada is a very peaceful island, very close to the United States.
Yeah, the company I'm representing, Geocon, we're the largest builder-developer in the ACT, 4th largest in Australia. We have approximately 600 staff. And we're the premier developers of mixed-use, residential, commercial real estate in the ACT. We have brought 8 or 9 of our projects to IREX 2019 here in New Delhi, and the interest has been excellent. So far, it's been a wonderful expo for us.
IREX, no wonder, boasts of providing a unique opportunity for Indians interested to invest in real estate abroad or seek international residency and citizenship from leading developers and consultants from across the globe, thus making it one of the finest specialized real estate platforms.
Focus, ideate, innovate, enable.